Hi, and welcome to this edition of MyMetroTV.com Daybreak. First stop to the rest of the weekend. I'm Frederick Knight. Thanks for joining us this morning. Got a great show on tap for you. Coming up this morning, the public hearing held by members of the South Carolina Senate Banking and Insurance Committee to discuss the $300 million received by the state to help homeowners facing foreclosure. Our Kayla Harmon has details. Also on the way, we've got some tech tips and gift ideas for the gift-giving season this year. And Chevy turns 100. All that and more coming up on today's edition of MyMetroTV.com Daybreak. First stop to the rest of the weekend.
Foreclosures across the country are at an all-time high, and South Carolina is no exception. We were able to sit in on a public hearing that South Carolina senators held to help figure out what can be done about these skyrocketing foreclosure rates.
So I told them they need to go ahead and quit jerking me around and file for the foreclosure so that I can have my day in court.
We're standing here with Clayton Ingram, who is the communications director with SC Help. And Clayton, I want you to give our audience a little bit of a sense of what SC Help is.
SC Help is a $300 million grant that South Carolina was given by the Treasury Department and the Obama administration to help stop foreclosure in South Carolina. We're talking about long-term solutions tonight with some Senate bills and some legislation, but a lot of people need short-term help. This can help people who are falling behind because of no fault of their own, really, because of unemployment, underemployment, catastrophic illness, death of a spouse, many situations where we can actually help them catch up with the deficit in their mortgage and in many cases even make payments for a period of time while they look for new employment and get back on their feet. We've got almost $300 million in South Carolina, and we need people who think they can qualify for this to apply.
How can people find out if they qualify and participate in this program?
We've got a great website, www.scmortgagehelp.com, that has all the information and even a button where they can begin the application right away. Start applying, and I'd encourage people to apply because even if you don't think you qualify, we may be able to find a reason you do qualify, or we may be able to find another program for you. But if they go to that website, there's lots of information and there's an easy application process.
And one more time, can you give us that website and contact information?
It's www.scmortgagehelp.com.
Clayton, thank you so much for your time this evening.
Thank you.
And now we're standing with Sue Berkowitz from the Appleseed Legal Justice Center. And Sue, you heard a lot of information this evening, and a lot of information was disseminated. But what are the key legal rights that consumers need to know about keeping their homes?
Well, they need to understand, if they're talking to their banks, not to think that that's the beginning and end of the foreclosure process. If you get served with legal papers, you need to make sure you respond immediately, you don't ignore them. But more importantly, you need to remember that you have lots of rights. And the banks that have received so much money from the federal government now have a duty to make sure that they do the right thing for all of us as consumers. So if you have found yourself in a position where you might be losing your home, make sure you contact either your representative or your senator. Make sure you contact a consumer credit counselor. Make sure that you go and get your rights enforced, and know that there's a lot that can be done to help you. Don't give up hope. And if you feel that you're getting the runaround trying to do it on your own, get someone to help you. There are organizations out there that can be helpful.
And if you do feel like you're getting the runaround, or you get these papers and you're overwhelmed and or scared, where do you start to get that help?
Well, the first thing I would suggest is to contact South Carolina Legal Services, which is known as Legal Aid. Legal Aid helps people with free legal assistance and will help you if you're at, I believe if you own a home 200% of poverty or below, which is for most of South Carolina. In addition, you might want to contact SC Help, where they can make referrals to you as well. You can go to our website, www.scjustice.org. We have a lot of resources on there, and we can try to see if we can help you find someone who can assist you.
I'm standing here with Senator Ford this afternoon, and he was a part of today's panel. And Senator Ford, I want to just ask you one key question. You've heard a lot today, you've got a lot of information. What is the next step?
Well, the next step, I hope, was the first step, and that is that I sent out 2,000 emails, and the young man with the group in Columbia, I think is a Minority Eye, he sent out thousands of emails to ministers in Columbia, community organizers, elected officials, and none of them, one preacher came. One preacher and one former elected official. Now, if black people continue on that path, and they did the same thing in Greenville, we are doomed as a people. We got money to pass our $295 million to help everybody who have a mortgage problem, who have a foreclosure problem, and the folks who are responsible to help these people to get the information are not even present. So I'm challenging all these elected officials in Columbia and the ministers. Y'all better get involved because y'all gonna turn back the clock and our people gonna be the first to suffer.
All right, you heard it from Senator Ford. The first step is, and the next step is to get the word out. With foreclosure rates at an all-time high in South Carolina, help is available. All three of the people that we spoke to this evening are just the beginning of where you can find options to help save your home. Visit our website to learn more about SC Help, Appleseed Justice Center, and all of the other options that you have.
Some of the best tech gift ideas this holiday season. A lot of stuff to choose from, but couple of hot categories. Tablets. Tablets are all the rage. I love this Toshiba Thrive right here. Tablets will enable you to do all types of things like downloading programs and applications, play games, do kinds of schoolwork and research, and of course surf the web, do email. But also e-readers are going to be huge this year. You have the Kindle, which is dropped down to $79. That's big. You also have the Nook Color, which is phenomenal, especially reading children's books on there. And the Amazon Kindle Fire, the new tablet's bringing a lot of energy to this whole space as well. Couple of ways to make shopping for technology super easy. Number one, make sure you know exactly what you're buying for. What are their hobbies? What are their interests? Find technology that can complement that. Number two, make sure you're going online. Go to something like staples.com. Look at their weekly circular specials and their deals. Then once you find an item that you're really interested in, find 3 of them and go to the Staples store. You want to go into an environment, non-pressure sales, where the Easy Tech associates can help navigate you to the right item, but also, just as important, you get a chance to touch and feel the technology yourself. You want to know how it feels in your hand and whether or not the controls and things are something that they can use as well. So by going inside of the Staples store, you'll see a lot of choices and a lot of options, but you'll get like a little Mario with the Easy Tech associates right there to help you out along the way. So stocking stuffers are really the rage this year. A lot of people love to get some really cool stocking stuffers. Who doesn't want that little extra surprise, right, during the holidays? So USB drives. I love little Tweety Bird USB stick. I carry Tweety with me wherever I go. You can carry all your data, files, video, music for under $19. All the Looney Tunes characters? Come on, who doesn't want a Tweety USB drive? So there's a lot of things like that, as well as digital cameras. Digital cameras are much smaller these days, can easily drop into the stocking stuffer, and everyone needs to capture those family moments in high quality HD. So you can use something like the Kodak Easy Share or the Kodak Playful. Both cameras range from $99 to $149. The perfect tech gift for teens. If you want cool points for the teens, music and sound is big with teens. So you want to get them headphones. Headphones like the Beats by Dre or the Skull Candy headphones. Both are very popular, will get you great cool points. Won't break the bank either, but they can use them for video games, listening to educational lectures, or everything over from classical to hip hop music and everything in between. You'll get the greatest cool points if you get them a set of cool headphones. So I'm really super excited about the Staples Teched Out Sweepstakes. Listen to this. We are going to give someone a huge tech makeover. Over $2,000 worth of technology that I will be hooking you up. Compliments of Staples. You are going to be the most tech savvy person on the block. All you have to do is go to the website, staples.com/techedoutsweeps. That's TECHDOUT sweeps. Staples.com/techedoutsweeps. And oh, by the way, if you go there, everybody's going to be a winner, because on that site we have video tips and insider tips on how you can really stretch your dollars and shop smartly for the person in your life to make that great technology purchase that's going to really have a solid impact.
I got nothing but love for you, honey. I know you want life. lots of jewels and stuff. Backyards with swimming pools, bars with stools and stuff, fancy foods. Lobster, sushi, yeah, Versace, Gucci, crazy Lucci. I know you ever, you never want a paycheck. You get heard from the burger, show them no respect. Middle name, price tag, first name, gotcha. Started slow, got on the road, now they can't stop you. Talk about
And Frazier gets in to nullify that attack. Step back, says the referee. Time is important here. 3, 4, 7. He takes the mandatory 8 count, the only knockdown of the fight. So, Frazier has won the big rounds, the 11th and the 15th, at least up to now. Frazier has the man in the corner. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. We'll have an interview with the winner and maybe with the loser. Here it is.
There it goes.
Great fight.
They're going to show you that knockout again.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Here comes the
is
decision.
ball.
Johnny Addy.
Referee Arthur McCarthy scores it 8-6, 1 even for Frazier.
1 vote for Joe Frazier.
RBI dollar 9-6 for Frazier.
Frazier is the winner. Frazier is the winner.
Bill wrecked 11 rounds for Frazier, 4 rally, 11 and 4. The winner by unanimous decision and still heavyweight champion of the world, Joe Frazier.
Joe Frazier. For the first time in his career, Muhammad Ali was beaten.